The night my father died, the dogs did not bark. That is how I knew something was wrong. My name is Chioma. This is not just a story. It happened in my village in southern Nigeria. People there still whisper about it, but no one says it out loud. My father's name was Christopher. My mother named Ngozi. Everyone knew I was his favorite. They used to call me father's daughter. Wherever he went, I followed. When he went to the farm, I carried his water. When he went to meetings, I sat quietly beside him. My father was building a small house for us. It was not big. Just 2 rooms and a zinc roof. He said, "Chioma, this house will be yours one day. No one will push you around." I did not understand what he meant. The land belonged to my grandfather before he died. After his death, my father and his 2 brothers shared it. But my uncles were not happy. They believed the biggest and most fertile part of the land should belong to them. My father refused. He said, "We will share it the right way." After that, things changed. At family meetings, my uncles would stare at him without smiling. When he walked past them, they stopped talking. My mother told him to be careful. In our village, land is not just soil. It is pride. It is power. One evening, I heard shouting outside. My uncles were accusing my father of stealing part of the land. He told them to bring proof. They could not. That was the last time I saw him alive. The night he died, he had gone to check the new house he was building. He said he would be back before dark. He never came back. We found him early the next morning near the farm path. His body was lying face down. There were marks on his neck. The villagers said maybe thieves attacked him. But everyone knew thieves do not kill like that. And they do not leave money untouched. My uncles were the first to arrive at our house that morning. They cried loudly. Too loudly. One of them even fainted. Something about it felt wrong. After the burial, everything moved fast. Too fast. Before my mother could even finish mourning, my uncles called a family meeting. They said according to tradition, the land belonged to the male family members. Since my father was gone, the land would return to them. My mother cried and begged. They did not care. They took all the land documents. They locked the big house. They told my mother to pack things and leave. I remember standing there holding her wrapper while she tried to argue. One of my uncles looked at me and said, "A woman cannot inherit land here. Go and find where you belong." That was the day I stopped being a child. We moved into the small unfinished house my father was building. The walls were not plastered. The floor was bare cement. When it rained, water came in through the roof. At night, my mother would cry softly so I would not hear. But I always heard. Months later, I started hearing things too. Footsteps outside at night. Slow and heavy. Like someone walking around the house. When I checked, no one was there. One evening, an old neighbor came to see my mother. She spoke in a low voice. She said the night my father died, she saw my uncles walking toward the farm with sticks. She said she was too afraid to speak then. In the village, you do not accuse powerful men without proof. My mother reported it to the police in town. Nothing happened. The case went cold. No one was arrested. But strange things began happening to my uncles. One of them fell sick suddenly. He kept shouting at night that Christopher was standing at the foot of his bed. The other one's crops failed 3 seasons in a row. People said it was coincidence. In African stories, the land remembers. Blood spilled on it does not stay quiet. Years have passed now. I am grown. We never got the land back. We never got justice in court. But everyone in the village knows the truth. When people walk past the farm path at night, they say they hear footsteps behind them. And the dogs still do not bark. My mother and I stayed happy again, but the memories of my father still visit me at night.